When I first hopped onto self improvement, what do you think my goals were? Like, what goals did I have for years, maybe for 2030, 10 years, currently 7 years later? What do you think my goals were back then? Standard red pill goals is to get a car, get a get an apartment in like fucking Dubai, get the money, status, followers, just just standard red pill goals. Like honestly, not even red pill, like standard 99% of people goals. Like, what do you think 99% of people want to achieve? They want cars, money, the house, Dubai. Now, this concept of having a clear vision, like what do you actually want to achieve, I learned from this book, Be Useful by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is actually like the first chapter of this book. It is to have a clear vision. And I interpret this particular chapter as like, what are you trying to achieve? Like, what do you want? What is your kind of dream life? Set this vision. And first of all, as he said, it might be broad. So for Arnold, it was just to be in America. For you, it might be something different. For me, honestly, I have this kind of very perfect, particular understanding of what do I actually want. And it's not the red pill dream. It's living in the city that I'm currently living in. Having a nice house in kind of like the countryside of it. Having a family of more than 3 children. Having an amazing wife. Having a pretty decently sized garden. And as for work, I'm doing it right now. It's to record videos where I teach you some lessons that I have learned in the past, like maybe months, weeks, days. Just as simple as that. It's not like, yeah, of course, a car for the family and maybe one for myself, but like it is not something like what 99% of people want. 99% of people want to live in Dubai. I honestly, like, I would despise living in Dubai because when I heard about like the air pollution there and all the stuff like Hamza has been talking about on his Unfiltered channel, I honestly thought to myself, like, it's just not worth it. And the second thing, I don't like big cities. I don't like those kind of like skyscrapers, like, everyone's just running around busy. I don't really like this, what like, how do you say it, vibe. A little bit slower, maybe. More kind of, European countryside style, like countryside vibe. This is like what I want to achieve. This is my clear vision, and I almost like visualize myself as kind of this particular moment where like me and my family are in the back garden, we're cooking dinner, and it is just, for me, it's kind of like a wholesome thing to achieve, but also this is what I want. I want my children to be healthy. to be athletes, not breathe some stinky, poisonous air of Dubai or like where the 99% of people want to live. This is my vision. Yours, of course, might be different. It might be moved to Dubai. But I think for us as men, it's not about having the money and the car and like living in, sorry for repeating this city again and again, like no means if you actually live or like in the city, perfect, but just from what I've researched, I almost kind of like backed out from this idea of moving there like to Dubai. I just don't know. I don't want to breathe the poisonous air there. I don't want my children to have lung cancer. This is my vision for life. And I think if you're somewhat like me, if you also want to achieve this, not only like the 99% of people's success, but sort of something more wholesome, something more masculine, yours might be like that. I encourage you to maybe meditate on this a little bit, to have a specific picture in your mind. Like I have a specific picture of who I will be in 10 years, where I will live, what my family will look like, what my neighbors will look like. I have a specific picture, and this is in terms of when you will work. This is such a big motivational factor for you, because I know that currently I'm almost like running towards this dream life. Maybe on the path to it, on the way you'll find yourself in dream life. Honestly, like for the last couple of weeks, I feel the best maybe in my entire life. I just, you know what makes me just feel this joy is just pursuing my goals and achieving results in some of domains where I set the goals. It is such a big motivational factor for you to work. It's just to have this vision where you actually want to land, where you actually want to be in maybe 10 years, 15 years. Most of the guys don't plan anything for the next 15 years, nor they plan something for a week. You can stand out from the 99% just by having goals for maybe when you'll be 80. Imagine having goals for literally, if you're 15 like me right now, or like 5 years plus, maybe like you're 12 or 13, 60 years from now on, 60. And your goal is to be the best grandfather that you could possibly be. How powerful is that? See you in the next one.